So just wanted to jump on here and talk about something hitting the markets here on the squawk is that Trump is announcing 25% tariffs on the EU, talking about cars, a couple other things here. And the Mexican Canadian tariffs coming in on the 2nd of April. So come in 2nd of April, but we can suspect that they'll probably divert that with, bowing down and bending the knee again. But really, we just want to look at the slow impact that we've seen across some of these markets. We'll go really onto the euro to start off with here. You're seeing the euro working its way up through this sort of line in the sand area here. But looking at this on a broader sort of analysis on the daily bars, so you're kind of with that dollar weakness and that euro strength, trying to get on back up to the yearly PVAL 1.0 treble six. And I think it'll get there. I don't know. I think the market will need a little bit more time to digest the impact, of what really is going to happen here. I suspect that there's going to be a bit of a reversal here, and the EU might hit back, and you'll see that strength come in. But play for safety, monthly VWAP at 1.041 56s, and really that line in the sand looking to get back up to here. So, I think we'll be turning this area green pretty sharpishly, but we'll leave this as a resistance area for now. Looking around on the rest of the
Trump says, I
market,
think we'll
gold.
have a deal with Putin.
Okay, yes, I'm leaving the squawk on here in the
Trump
background
says
because
Putin has
this
no
is
intention of settling the Ukraine war.
right. Yeah, so it's some headlines coming out of Trump here, but essentially we're still holding on imbalanced up on gold here, and you can see just down the bottom of your chart. Well, I'll make that big in a second, but essentially we're still holding up and looking for 3,000 on that gold contract, but I suspect a pullback on the early VWAP about 28, 22s should be really a nice disco area for
So
us
the
then
majority
to
of the
make
US
that good
Senate
assault.
votes to confirm a Greer as Trump's US trade representative. Voting continues. Trump says Putin.
Okay, Putin, or Trump saying Putin will have to make concessions. So really, it's a very fluid dynamic at the moment. But the notable element here is that we have pushed lower. If you've been trading oil or you've been tuned into the oil report, you'll be looking at really this sort of dance that oil has been making towards this downside target area. I've been looking at the 68 37s on this chart. I got 24s on my other chart. But really, this is a really nice area for oil to make a recovery, amongst the chatter, but, of these tariffs. But if we kind of then go and look at the 30-minute chart, you'll see that, what's come out over over the last really 5 to 10 minutes has been enough to push oil down back into testing in this area here. And so, Delta on this thing has been going negative plus another 2,000 negative over the last probably four auctions. So that's 2 hours down. So the buyers try to work away here, but they're just getting eaten alive. Now we have contact with that quarterly low. I wouldn't mind seeing it try and attempt to take out this low and some weak buyers and just flush and then catapult up. But this is really, really big stuff. Why is it big stuff? Well, essentially, it's because this is a huge area for us to catapult up. Show you that quarterly area again. I like that. I like that area to auction back up. But let's see. And what else should we be looking at here? Equities really beaten up. One I would like to cover actually is Bitcoin. Looking at Bitcoin, we have on the report that I put out last Sunday, so 3 days ago, well, 4 days ago actually now, is the selling at the QPVH to move down to this 88th level. So just if you zoom in there, yearly high 80, well, sorry, 83 455s is the target to the downside here. So we had a similar setup on kind of similar on Tesla. That's taken out those targets yesterday at the 300 level, and I think it's maybe printing a little lower at market right now. So yeah, check out Bitcoin. Essentially, some buyers to come in there at that 83s area. And then the other equity or the other market to look at here is really the Dow Jones index. And so lovely little pressure down through that yearly VWAP, and then just look at the high of day, the pullback onto the quarterly or yearly VWAP, and then push. I think we're not going to stop selling here until we get down to 43,053s, which is that yearly plus one level today. And who knows? Maybe it goes a lot lower. But we're trying to figure out, what to do with this in massive, clear inverted head and shoulders you're seeing on the Dow here. If we're just going to make that nice and clear, the V recovery, and then just maybe keep going down. But that's another story. So yeah, just wanted to hop on before I got off the desk and talk about some of these major moves going on in these markets. Well, major moves, but small moves really. But I think what's hitting the tape and where these markets are in relation to all of that is quite interesting. All right, keep it tight. Have fun out there. Cheers.